I am live, I think. Just about. Let's turn that down so I can hear. Right, so, guys, hello. I am Ed. Let's look at my face for a second like this. Ted Redwood FM / Ted Redwood Gaming, whatever way you want to put it. 2 channels. One's Football Manager, one's other stuff. This is going to go very firmly in the other stuff category. I haven't played this game for a few years. I used to play it every year or so. And yeah, I haven't played it for ages. There's my mouse. That's really confusing. So yeah, I downloaded the HD remaster. It was like a tenner. So I'm all over wanting to play it. I just don't know any of the buttons to skip anything. Is the only problem. B is a button. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know what the sound is like as well, so I'm going to keep an eye on the chat just in case anyone does decide to appear. Let me know if the sound levels are okay. If not, then sort of it just is what it is. So my mouse is on the screen, so I'll move it down there. Okay, that seems better. Okay, right. We'll go new game. Somehow I press the enter button to work. Character enhancement system. I always go for expert, so we'll go for expert. And I don't want to switch. I'll go for the original soundtrack, because the last time I played this, I went for the enhanced soundtrack. Honestly, so I got this on PS3, and is that my daughter crying? So I thought it was absolutely amazing. I actually bought a PS3 specifically so I could play this game. I haven't played it for so many years. I thought I'd lost the chance. I gave my PS2 like many years ago. So for me, yeah, it was. I spent hundreds of pounds just to play this again. Stop meddling with that. There we go. Lovely stuff. So yeah, that's that's what I did, and obviously I had the enhanced version of the music, which is great. I really like it, the arranged version, but you missed the original stuff. How's this for an opening as well? Is this like the greatest opening to any video game ever? It's up there. It really is up there. I think, yeah, it all looks fine. I'm pretty happy. I'm just gonna listen to it on here. Sorry to annoy you. Yeah, banging. Okay, so I'm moving my mouse around because I'm obviously checking stuff on screen to make sure it's going fine. My mouse keeps appearing, but that won't happen from now on, hopefully. With any luck, we'll get rid of that. There we go. And here we are. I lied, I'm moving stuff. I'm sorry. There we go.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Banging, absolutely banging. This a game for anyone that doesn't know. So it came out in what, like 2001. It got such a bad rap for its voice acting, and if you believe the hype is that the voice actors got a rough context of each scene but weren't told what was actually going on properly. So people used to look at like the laughing scene and say it's a complete pile of crap, but realistically that scene is played perfectly because the point is it's meant to be an awkward, horrible laugh. So what do you want? Like, it was done well. I think James Arnold playing it does a really good job. This is probably my favourite Final Fantasy. Obviously everyone likes Final Fantasy 7. That was my first Final Fantasy I played, was 7. First one I completed as well, but this is the first one I like mastered. But it's been so many years now, so I'm probably not a master anymore, but we'll see. Here's our boy, my boy. The only thing I hate is that they never say his name, but you get over it. I hope I shouldn't have to use my mouse anymore unless I'm doing anything with right, how does this all work? I don't know. So that's the where's the menu button? Menu. So I mean, it's not going well for me. esque. No, that's just the actual settings menu. Yeah, it's not caps lock. I'm not going to turn off my stream or anything, am I, by doing all this? Right, that's definitely pause. It's going to be one of these buttons, isn't it? I don't know what the buttons are. Oh, I'll just have to like go through the whole game without a menu. I'm literally clicking every single button. At least there's some good music in the background, right? Shouldn't be Windows button. It's going to tell me off in a second for like clicking everything. Turbo. I found turbo, which I didn't mean to do. Supercharge. Oh, I hope none of this does anything. No. Normal. I forgot completely that hide HUD. That all these buttons were things. Right, I still need to figure out. Maybe it is on here. Special features, turbo. What is all this stuff? I don't want any of that stuff. I want to play it as is. System setting, key bindings. I mean, this makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Up, down, talk, examine, confirm is C. Fine. Hold down to walk, cancel is X. So, yes, it is C. X is no. Open menu. Oh, maybe I just have a menu right now. V. Don't want to skip any movies. Change character. S. I'll figure all this out as we go. There's not that much that's particularly going on at this stage, is there? So we will just... we'll get on with it. So, what was it, C? Can I have your autograph? Of course. I've played this way too often. Tidus, Tedros. No, don't proceed. How about Redwood? Just because me. Such a great name. Confirm. I did spell it right, didn't I? Good luck tonight.
Nothing to worry about.
What's Eats? He's back in the front row. It's from the right.
I'll do this.
Man, then them chicks are banging in HD, aren't they? Such a family friendly channel. To be fair, it's like just past 10 o'clock in the UK, so I'd say it's pretty friendly. Got it. Man, I love this game so much. So, what I'm going to be doing during this game, if you've never seen this before, you don't want to be watching me because I'm just going to babble a load of crap. Eventually, when I get to the sphere grid, I've never really gone off-piste early. Obviously, by the end of the game, and like when you're maxing out every character, you end up... Have I spoken to it? There we go. You end up... all your characters just end up the same apart from overdrives. So what I want to do is actually just go down different routes from the start, which means obviously going to take longer to do so because everyone's going to start off. So you have to like move more places just to start off going their way. I think you can go their way anyway. Might be standard. I guess we'll see. But that's what I want to do. I haven't made my mind up about who's going to be who in terms of characters and who's going down what route, but I kind of want to just mix it up. So like make Yuna Tidus and make Auron Lulu, I don't know, just something strange. Oh, you know this is an HD version, but even the original holds up pretty well. Like for the style of game this is superb. Oh, the music. Honestly, when I was setting this up, I got to like the preloader screen, and like the is it called Someday the Dream Will End was playing, and I was just like,
I was in a coffee shop running away
so
from home
emotional.
when I heard the news. Our
right,
hero,
these
Jack,
guys,
gone,
I think you can speak
vanished
to
into
people,
thin
and they
air.
should give you
My dad
potions
must have been
or
his biggest
something.
fan. I knew how
I
sad
don't know
he'd
who you
be.
have to speak to
Heck,
though,
we all were that day.
but I'm not gonna
Zanar, I says to myself, what are you
read what they say because they're just
I
random
went running
bots. I don't
straight
really
back
care.
home. We sat up talking
give me
about Jack
potion.
all night. My dad and I never talked so much.
So you got some tricks even your old man can do.
Didn't mean to reminisce,
Jack
folks.
Jr.
Anyway,
I mean,
10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today.
Some of the things I used to
The two
do
teams that have won through
was
to the finals are, of course, the Abes from
call
A
him
East
Chapu,
and the
for obvious
Duggles from
reasons.
C South.
And I also
I know
really
there's a
wanted
lot of
to
people out
call
there
him
today
Jack,
to see
but
the
I just
star
never
of the Abes.
quite have the
In just 1 year, he's become the team's
never quite
#1
have the heart to
player.
do it.
He's Jack's blood and a
Someone
new
is
hope
going to
of
give me
Blitz ball.
potions,
What kind of super play will he show
or
us
are they
today?
not?
Will we see his father's legendary shot?
No, we
I
will
don't
not.
think I'm the only one excited here.
As much as I haven't played this for years, I have actually watched a few guys doing speedrunning recently. Final Fantasy games, Close to War was one of them, and still, I think he's still a world record holder for it. So like, obviously it's not fresh, the story, and I remember the story anyway. But yeah, playing it, I haven't played it for 4 years, 5 years, something like that. Probably 4 years. I remember my son had just been born, and that was about 3.5 years ago. So I've lied. I'm a massive liar. Get used to it. This is such a tune. Oh, this game so much. Sorry, I'm going to be clicking a little bit. Just, you know, networking. It's all really important stuff, obviously. What's going on out there? Might have to keep an eye on where my wife is as well. She's out at work during that. And she'll just appear at some point, no doubt, when I'm least expecting it. I'd like to be finished before that, but I suppose that we will see. Currently can't find her. Maybe she'll never come home. This could be a blessing in disguise. I'm so funny. Oh, it's so funny. And yeah, I don't know. It means I just can't keep an eye on chat for a couple minutes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't need to hear something. Which one do I prefer? But yeah, this whole scene just, again, I assume they've upscaled the graphics a bit in these FMV, but even this just looks insane. I remember just when I first played it, completely different that way. Because he's still in London, so I'm fine for a while. Putting me on until late. So yeah, I'm like if you haven't seen me before, I don't stream much, if ever, but it's normally Football Manager stuff I play with the Football Manager. I've got another channel which does other games, but I'm 28 years old, I've got kids and a wife. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to make loads of money from it or something, because that'd be really stupid. But I have a load of fun, that's the point, right? So that's why I'm playing this. Oren!
What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
I bloody love Oren so much, he's so cool. I just don't get his arm. I get the arm because he's severely hurt it. I'm going to try and go not so many spoilers, just in case anyone does watch who doesn't want spoilers. But yeah, like, he uses his arm pretty easily in battle, so I don't know.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
There it is. It begins. That it does, my little buddy. That it does. In terms of the stream itself, I'll probably end up throwing this onto YouTube. I'll probably have to do a tiny bit of editing to remove some of the awkward bits at the start where I was checking the audio levels and stuff. But
Hey, not this way.
Look.
But yeah, this will probably end up on YouTube as like a replay thing. But it will take a while for me to get through because Football Manager is like the priority, but I don't often get an evening to myself. So I thought I wanted to play something fun. I've just completed Sonic Mania. I haven't done it 100% or anything, but I streamed that. That's on my YouTube. Realised I've got to sort all my little thumbnail things at the bottom of my Twitch because loads of them look inaccurate. I've gone on like several rebranding things to try and find what's right for me. But yeah, this will end up on the gaming channel. It's just going to take a long time because, like I said, I don't stream much. I've bitten off a lot more I can chew with Football Manager. I've got a few projects in the pipeline, so it's probably going to be a couple of months before I can even stream consistently. At that point I'll end up doing Football Manager stuff probably, but I'll get through this game eventually. Even if it's some of it's streamed and some of it's just recorded. I guess no one's hugely fast probably. You know, I've got 2 viewers at the moment, they're both me, so yeah, it's fine. If there's anything like boring I have to do, like Blitzball stuff, then I won't be streaming that. I'll probably try and stream all like the main story bits though, just so you can get my reaction to it. I hope you know how to use it. I mean, I hope I know how to use the keyboard. I don't really, because what?
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
That we do, Mr. Oren. That's the confirm button. There you go, I'm good at that. So I really want to take down Monster C. Off he goes, off he trots. So I'm clever, I'm good at the game. Yeah, some of the speedrunners, man, like, crazy. Like, I'm going to be like a tenth of the way through the game by the time they've completed it. I'm not going to go after all of them. Spines, man. Little sin spawn guys. What are these called? Sin scale, that's it. I mean, that's gap. Go through the gap. I mean, I'll do it, sure. It's a pretty nice entry to the game. Something really put me off. I've never actually... Incorrect Wi-Fi password. I mean, I don't think I've got an incorrect Wi-Fi password, personally. I think I've been using the Wi-Fi in my own house for a long time now. Yeah, the overlay looks alright as well. I've just got my little logo in the corner. It's a bit transparent. It's fine. Yeah, I played Final Fantasy 2 on the Game Boy Advance when they brought out the Dawn of Souls stuff, like Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And I just could not get into 2 at all. So the games that I've played and completed are 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10-2.
Some can't wait to die.
What a line. This is going to be fun, by the way, because I've got no idea what the buttons are going to be for this, so let's find out together. Yeah, technically. Just about. Nice. Good job, me. Yeah, I've played 6. I played a lot of 6, but I haven't completed it. 2 I've played a little bit of, but I couldn't get into it at all. Just the first 10 minutes were so boring and yeah, just vile, completely vile. So this should be straightforward. There we go, spiral cut. So the overdrive, if you've not seen this before, you have. You press left or L1 or whatever it is on the PlayStation, I can't really remember anymore, and it gives you the little overdrives. Where's my screen gone? Why did that happen? That was weird. I'm back. I mean, I'm definitely paused on my phone version, strangely. Why am I paused on there? Probably because I'm on 4G now, innit? Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. So I'll just stay vaguely active. If I say something in chat on there, will that appear? Let's just carry on. You don't need to do anything with this guy. You just blast him, to be honest. I've written something in there. I used to think as a youngster that you had to like use potions and stuff like that. but that is just not the case at all. Right, just let me check on my browser. That. Right, good, that has gone through, so that's fine. Just move that dude there, that goes there. Right, we're back. Yeah, I thought you had to use potions and stuff like that to actually get through this boss. As a young person playing Final Fantasy games, you don't quite... I mean, I never used to get Demi and stuff. I used to just panic massively. So obviously this guy is based on gravity damage, and is he called Giasgano? Giasgano, however you want to pronounce it. He is also gravity based damage as well. Same with like Diablos from Final Fantasy VIII. I'm gonna make my first save. There we go, that worked. How do I get out of here? I'm learning really well, I think. Learning the buttons. Man, my phone version is really far behind because it's forgotten the
What are you laughing at, old man?
Wi-Fi.
Lauren, let's get out of
It's
here.
very unfortunate. Don't know why it's forgotten the Wi-Fi.
Huh?
But it has.
Give me a break, man.
Give me a break, man. I like the whininess, quite frankly. Why does it keep closing everything? Everything just disappears off my screen every so often. It's not overly pleasant. I don't 100% trust it's not just going to close itself. But we'll see. I remember when I first played this bit as well, I cacked myself a bit because I was like, what is this? There's so many enemies. Also, touch a save sphere again. If you're watching this, you never played Final Fantasy X. If you touch a save sphere, everyone who's watching, who could possibly be watching, has played this before. It refills all your health and stuff. So yeah, no problems there. So when you go to save, you get your nice full bar of health back. I think it's now that Oren sort of learns a lesson. He's like, yeah, go beat that thing up.
This could be bad.
Could be bad, mate. You're right.
That. Knock it down.
Huh?
What?
Oh, it's what?
Trust
Wow.
me, you'll
I've
see.
let everybody down there, haven't I? I'm sorry. Trust me, you'll see. Critical would be good, wouldn't it? But no luck. No luck. I wonder if anyone's actually died during this bit before. It's got to be possible, but I think you have to make a very concerted effort to die. I don't know if I've died on any ridiculous bits of Final Fantasy games before. Again, it's only recently I've been watching Final Fantasy speedruns, and when I was watching like a Final Fantasy 9 one, I didn't know at the start that you could lose to Baku and live. So like when you take forever stealing, basically, yeah, I had no idea that you could lose to him. Here comes Jekt, massive Jekt. Foreshadowing, but less of that. Less of the spoiler nonsense, right? And sorry if my chair does any ridiculous creaking. It's an old chair. I'm not going to show you my chair. I'm just moving my face. Yeah, that'll do. And in case anyone is watching this that's not UK based, or if you are UK based, you know it's bloody hot. My word. And I am a pale ginger guy. I've got Irish roots, and I've really struggled in the sun. I picked up a nice little tan on my arm, on that side. It's very pale indeed. We've had a bit of rain tonight, so that's nice. This scene, again, it all makes so much sense once you play the game, but when you first play this, you're like, what on earth is going on? Because I knew, or at least I thought I knew, when did it go? Yeah, 2001, so I was what, like 12 when this came out? And I was 99% sure that Oren was in league with Sin. Car. What's that car sound? Oh, please don't be my wife home somehow. Otherwise I'm going to have to stop streaming, I'll be in trouble. Which doesn't rule me with an iron fist, don't you worry. But yeah, there's a point later on in Macalania Woods where Oren mentions you go and fight that boss, Spherimorph, and he wants to show you the little sphere recording of Jekt.
Hey.
And he's like, oh, it also attracts fiends, and he starts walking away. And I always used to think that he was just like,
My old man?
like setting you up to die. Yeah, it was always very suspect. Well, she was in London 11 minutes ago, and for what it's worth, it's about an hour and 20 minutes from London to where I live. So,
I thought about a lot of things.
yeah, it's about an hour away, so
where I was,
we'll stream for that long,
what I got
and
myself
we'll deal with all
into.
the housework afterwards.
I started to
I think.
feel lightheaded.
To be fair, she's out on the lash, and she's out again on Tuesday, so give me a break, man, as Titus would say.
A dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Again, I mean, not that anyone / manyone, does that make sense, is watching, but if the audio needs sorting out, please do tell me. I think the microphone's fine. I'm learning OBS and stuff. I'm not very good. But if the audio levels aren't fine, let me know. If I need to up the microphone, if I need to turn up the game. Hopefully it's coming through fairly nicely, not lagging or anything. That'd be cool. Learned to use overlays earlier, ridiculously. You can see my little logo, right, flashing around in the corner. Yeah, I love it. I'm so impressed with myself. I'm like 28 years old. Not really talking about the game at all. It's a pretty the start's kind of obvious. You know what's happening at the start, and then I mean it's not slow, but it's kind of quiet. So around here, again, I've not played this for so many years, but I know there are goodies to get, so I don't particularly want to miss out on anything, so I'm really sorry I'm going to take forever in this little bit here. Just making sure I don't lose anything. No one would want that. You can't do anything there. Is there an Albed Primer here, or is it just the little sphere thing to say you can learn Albed and refresh it from a previous game? Can I go in? No. I'm wasting all kinds of time. I'm wasting everyone's time. Wasting my time. Wasting your time. Wasting Titus's time. Or Redwood. I've got to say Redwood. He's called Redwood on my game, in case you missed that. Kind of regret it already. I just quite like Titus. Is this one of the passwords, or is it talk to the something's written here? Edramit fina pumped of Macrud emisserida dra pygmaliok macalania. Boring. I'm bored. Bored of reading it.
What do we have here? No, can't read it.
I mean, I normally just skip all this stuff. Is there an Albed Primer here? I know. Oh yeah, there's a chest there with 200 gil. Is there an Albed Primer? Don't be missing out on that, man. Learn a new language, mate. That's something I wish I did as a kid. I mean, everyone took like your German or your French or your Spanish lessons as a youngster in the UK, but my word, I did not care. Oh, here we go. Nah, I think I'm okay. Plus I don't have any, because I haven't done any previous games. I'd rather learn it for myself completely now. Maybe there's not an Albed Primer here. Potion ×2. Although with any luck we will be back in this area of the world later. Although I don't think you can actually come back into this bit. So do I take the risk? I think that's... I'm just going to check this little circle out. I don't think... yeah. It's not even a circle. It's a bloody circle on the map, isn't it? Maybe it looks like a mug. I was talking about the heat. Right, yeah. So that's why I'm really shiny. My head might be shiny. So that's why. We can save it, which we will do, just in case. I'm going to overwrite because it's so early in the game. Just in case, you know, there's a boss or anything. Don't get caught out by that. That'd be a disaster. I think there's a chest over here, is there not? It's very weird doing this on keyboard, by the way. It's not quite as good. I'm going to have problems later with certain side quests, and I can already tell. Why have I clicked off there? I think it's going to keep clicking my touchpad. I'm not used to hovering around the C button. Pretty freaky though. Pretty freaky structure. Wonder what could be here. Again, it's the fact the hard bit is I just want to talk about everything, but I don't really want to speak about it, just in case people are Want to pretend to be surprised as well as me. Oh, cutscene, no. Redwood is swimming. They changed his eye colour pretty drastically, didn't they, this version? So did they used to be brown? They're brown in some cutscenes, I know that much. Like FMVs. I don't know if they're always brown. I don't know. I think it's trying to make him look more super Japanese. I'm so sorry, I just hit the mic there. I'm so sorry. I know here you can just defend, and or can you? Do you have to kill 2 of them? Again, it's knowledge from speedrunners, so I think it's actually Giussano now. It is Giussano, isn't it? Once you get hit twice, I think it ends or something, or 3 times. So if you get, this is like the first fight where you can get ambushed. I've learned so much from Close to Wall. That guy is incredible at this game. Obviously I don't care, it is what it is, right? He's pretty hungry though. Don't know where he's gonna, release it out of his mouth, because, I mean, he's not gonna digest him, is he? How's he alive? I mean, is he a fiend? I mean, all fiends are fiends, aren't they? But, like, they say that people become fiends when they die, but, like, can fiends just make other fiends? You'd think so, wouldn't you? What happens if people stop dying? Oh my word. Oh, it's gravity based every time. I'm always so confused. Oh, there's banging going on upstairs. It's probably my son trying to escape his room. Fair play to him for trying, that's what I say. He's been a bit of a nightmare recently, but I mean, again, this is probably the coolest it's been for like 2 months, and it's probably mid-20s now, maybe low 20s. It's 10:30 at night in the UK. Yeah, just terrible. I need a coffee or something. If I'm going to stream, like, my work. I've done nothing but eat this evening though, because obviously with the wife being out, you sneak food, don't you? I had a nice healthy dinner, but I've had like 3 protein bars, and I want more. In the words of Anakin Skywalker, always after more. I'm a big eater. Bloody love eating. Eating is the best. And drinking. Had a nice refreshing glass of coconut milk tonight with ice. Do have some rum as well, so I'm tempted to mix it all up, but no, I'm being a good boy. Being a good boy. It's also 8 years tomorrow since me and my wife first
made it
met.
out of the frying pan and into the freezer.
So I need to do something nice for that. Frying pan freezer. Just making me think
I thought I was
about
gonna die in this place.
One thing I'm terrible at, obviously, I'm really new to streaming. I don't have 2 monitors at all, so I'm keeping up with the chat. Not there's any chat going on. If there is, I can't see it because my Wi-Fi has died massively on my phone for some strange reason. Still nothing on. Oh gosh. Still nothing on here. Tell you what I can do. I could probably move. Could I scroll over? That'd be great, wouldn't it? If I could scroll over a bit here. Put that there, so I should be able to. There you go. Keep an eye on it now.
Fire.
Yeah, I don't have 2 monitors, so I don't know what to do with like stream decks or any. I mean, I'm not getting a stream deck. I'm not a millionaire. Yeah, Tinder. Right, so there is a save point there, which we will give a little touchy touch. Oh my word, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to take my chances. Examine is C. I'm pressing the C button. Crazy. Obtain flint. Fantastic. Don't get stuck. So yeah, we're trying to make a fire so Redwood doesn't freeze his butt off. Is that the way we came in? Stifling another yawn. There is definitely movement upstairs. That's what terrifies me sometimes. As a child, I was a big, not even really like sleepwalker. It might actually be sleepwalking. I would wake up and I'd be somewhere weird, but my parents would tell me, and everyone's told me that I'm awake, I'm just in a dream somewhere, but like I'm doing things in the real world. They kind of stopped a couple of years ago, so my son's 3.5 now. When he was about like 6-7 months old, I used to wake up in the middle of the night and think he was like in the blankets with us in our bed and like getting suffocated in them, and it's really not pleasant. It's actually quite dark, isn't it? It's horrible. Fortunately, that doesn't happen anymore. Things that I used to think he was like falling down the stairs and stuff in the middle of the night. He used to like go rushing out, like, oh, horrible, really horrible. I don't know how I lived for so long like that. In my younger years, I think I was.
Need food.
Yeah, you're hungry. I mean, I'm not hungry. I'm just a bloody glutton, mate. Just want more. I can see there's so much food in the kitchen.
What do you want?
I want it all. Yeah, in my younger years, I just used
It was
to.
a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
Having an emotional moment.
You came to say
Don't know why he's
that.
thinking of this now.
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who? Me?
You cried.
You cried.
Yeah. Yeah, in my young years, I used to walk around and like try and piss in cutlery drawers. Apparently, that's what my ma and pa say. But they're not to be believed all the time. Apparently, I was only talking last week, according to them. Yeah, Redwood is tired. And Redwood is tired as well.
Hey, wait!
It's up at like 5 this morning.
Don't go out
Went to
on
the
me.
gym. Good on me, that's what I say.
Ah, just hold on. I'll get more wood.
More wood. Classic. Absolute classic. Can't remember this guy's name. Am I going to remember it in time? Click? Is he called Click? You can die to Click. I don't know how easy it is. I could have saved it, but I've never died to Click before. I don't know why I would now. Let's give this a whirl. Yeah, give me a break. Oh, I need a break. Move off camera to yawn. I can't see if I'm on camera or not, because I've not got that one over that one. There we go, that's better. So yeah, you just wail on this dude for a bit. You have a few potions as well, I think. And then we may or may not receive some help from someone in a minute. I hope so, because we're going to die at this rate, aren't we? Ooh. We'll do one more, and then we'll probably have to heal. Or not. Bit of a cutscene. Jailbait. I meant to cough when I say it, alright. I mean, technically, I was like 12 when this came out, so that's fine. Right? I'm just thinking of like the fond memories. So that's fine, isn't it? Like, I don't want this to become a really deep thing, but like, when's it become not okay to think of fond memories from that age? If you're, yeah, forget it. Right, so some babe, some lady, some nice person. Sorry, I respect all people, but I'm sure she wouldn't mind being called babe.
Cool.
Has come to help us. She's got some grenades, which is nice. Which I don't particularly want to use, but it's not really giving me much of a choice. Give Mr. T a little healy dealy. Mr. T, Mr. R. Oh, he's so tired. Stifle, Edward, stifle. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try not to use the grenades, and I just chuck all of them immediately. But we can steal some. I think it becomes like a 1 in 8 chance or something like that. And again, I'm just trying to remember Close to War because that guy. I don't know though. I don't know anything about this game. I don't know anything about speedrunning this game, but I watched him for a good couple of months. Try and break a world record. So I know a couple of like things behind the scenes. I'd really like to. I'm going to stop trying to steal now. This is just a waste of my time. Let's just wail on the guy. Hope question marks doesn't die. We're kind of suffering a bit, aren't we? Oh, and he's dead. Good on me, that's what I say. I've got to stop saying that. That is the worst catchphrase ever, isn't it? I quite like it though. I'm not looking, I'm not allowed to look. And I can look again. Oh, it's on my cameras. It's literally everywhere. I've got it on my phone. I've got it on this side of the screen. I've got it down there. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to apologise.
That was close.
Did he say FedEx
Hey,
or
let me
something?
go.
Or was that later? Fredek. Very cool. Bed. I know some Albed. We means yes. We means you, obviously. Cool, no. Sorry, I'm ruining it for everyone, including myself. I think, by the way, because I think I'm viewing myself on 2 things. I'm currently on 4 viewers. I have been for a while. So if you are watching this, thanks. Even if you just got it in the background. You might be someone I know from my FM circle, but thanks anyway. Every so often it jumps up to 5, like clearly someone wants to have a little watch of some Final Fantasy 10. And then they have my just inane ramblings, and they're just like, nah, screw this guy. And I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. Mr. Redwood is asleep. Tidus is asleep. Sorry, just doing a bit of housekeeping back here. So you'll probably see the mouse on the screen.
Kid, did die job.
Hey, that hurts.
Usujek, rain?
Whoa. Okay.
Wow, the yawn.
Hey, nurse.
Right, whatever.
I don't know why that's so funny. I think it's just because I'm
I said
tired.
I don't understand.
I quite like how...
Fed! You said you can stay if you make yourself
I need to stop
useful.
talking over cutscenes.
You
I'll
understand me? All right, I'll work.
So in this one, Brother's like quite normal. He's just an Albed. He's a pretty normal guy, but like, there we go, Albed Primer, Volume 1. Oh hello, I've got an achievement, Speaking in Tongues, good on me. Give me some potions. Oh, is that later?
Oh, almost forgot.
And the Sphere Grid. Yeah. I'm just gonna blast through this. Anyone that, again, I assume if anyone's watching or ever watches, you've probably played Final Fantasy X before. The Sphere Grid is a system where in each battle you get XP, you level up that way, so you get up to like level 1, 2, 3, but they're just used to move around the grid, so for every 1 level you can move 1 node on the grid, and each node, well, not every node, but a lot of nodes have different properties, so HP, strength, defense, magic attack, agility, accuracy, evasion, luck. I feel like I'm missing one. That feels like a lot. And then obviously you get like your ability spheres, so any magic spheres like fire, water spells, cure spells, and then each character gets like certain ones. Obviously once you get later in the game, you can do whatever on earth you want. But like I mentioned earlier, I haven't yet decided which route we are going to be going down. I don't know why it's showing me a standard sphere grid, because I definitely chose expert. Can I now get potions from you? Gives the potions. What? Yeah. Oh no! Oh, bollocks! Why? I hate my life. Oh. Right, yeah, the point was I haven't yet decided which route I'm going to put everyone down. I can't believe I've just done that. This is a joke. I've literally never done that before. I've played this game maybe like 20 times. Like, a lot of the times with all the Albed loaded as well. Oh, and Oh, I can't. Oh. Whoever's watching, again, thank you so much. Just went out to 5 viewers, and then this happened, and they're just like, what is this guy doing with his life? Right, okay, let's avoid doing that again. Okay. Yeah, I'll figure out what path to put him down. Right, no more. Thank you for the potions. Oh.
We found some ancient ruins right beneath us. It's not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to
Blew
salvage
my
the
load a
big
bit early there,
prize.
didn't I?
Okay,
I like how
let's
his
get
mouth
to work.
moves though. There's a few really
Roger.
great moments. I mean, it was the first genuine attempt at like ridiculously good graphics they did. I think Final Fantasy graphics have always been pretty good, but for the time, again, these were superb graphics. What? There we go. But there are just some things that are just bloody ridiculous. Like when they're doing the whistling in Luca, he's like, put your fingers in your mouth like this, but like his fingers aren't in his mouth, so why is he speaking like that? He goes, not like that, like this, and then puts his fingers in. Just superb. There's a bit in Final Fantasy X-2, quite near the start, it's in like the first chapter, and you need to get a password in some ruins. No spoilers. You need to get a password in some ruins, and it's this character's face when you find out her name. She says monkey, and her face is truly hilarious. I love it. I think it's pretty known as like a meme, in fairness. It's nothing new. Speaking about like no one's ever seen it before. Such a revolutionary. I'm a pioneer of Final Fantasy thinking. Yeah, we'll touch that guy. Nah, we won't save. I trust my ability. Final Fantasy X is one of those games where it's quite easy to overlevel, I think. I think if you don't hang around too long in an area, the difficulty spike's probably about right. I think if you literally just like run through, because you get enough encounters, there's enough places to get encounters in the game. I think it'd probably be not challenging, but hard work. You might die a couple of times, but I obviously, because I'm me, I always just massively overlevel. It's just what I do, to be honest. I'm going to try not to overlevel too much here. It's just going to be hard because I'm going to try and take them down different routes at the start. So with that in mind, I do need to actually gain a few extra levels to get me moving. But I'm always going to be like one step behind where I should be. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm kind of hoping it is a bit harder because normally you just end up with like all the ridiculously good spells really early. And then by Macalania, no problem with like saying names, not spoiling anything there, right? Normally by Macalania, you can get characters like max damaging. There's just a really good grinding spot, and you can stay there for a little bit of time, and that's it. Like you're done. I'm gonna try and avoid doing that this time. The only real grinding I'm gonna do is Blitzball, because I love Blitzball, and you probably don't want to see too much of it. I'll probably record them, maybe just throw them on something like an extra episode. Like I said, I am streaming this, but I'm also going to end up ambushed. I'm also going to end up putting it on YouTube probably. I mean, the ambush isn't good, is it? No steal. Grenade. Yeah, we'll just assault you, mate. And you can use one of your many grenades. We've got a ton of them now. I'm just going to see where the misses is. Is this the point where I can't actually do anything? Have I done that too early? Check where it misses 10 letters. Billericay. Trigger command. Stand by. Sure. I assume this Nautilus charge isn't actually going to completely annihilate me. Actually, can I use a grenade from back there? I can. can. Bang him. Yeah, let's hope she lives to tell the tale though, right? Oh, she died. That's never happened to me before. I'm trying to be too clever, I'm trying to steal stuff, and it's not big, it's not clever. Will you die? Can you stop assaulting? Fine. Grenade that bad boy. Grenade that bad boy again. On this version of the game as well, because I'm playing the PC, I'm sure you can tell, the PC release, pincer attack. You can actually skip cutscenes and stuff as well, but I'm not interested in that. I know I talk over a lot of stuff, but if it's pretty essential, or I'm not being a noob, then I'll try and shut up. Otherwise I'll just talk over it, because why not? No, I didn't just use a grenade there. Guess I don't really need to. Oh, that was a good hit. Will you die? You're boring me. Right, this should... There we go. Lovely old job. Tross was his name? I don't really check their names. Every so often I jump onto Sporkle, ridiculously. It's my wife, she introduced me to Sporkle. And I go on like Final Fantasy quizzes, and they range from, like, most of them are really easy, like for the ones you know, and then all of a sudden they just become really hard. It's like, name every single boss in Final Fantasy X in order. I'm like, I don't really, like, I know most of the names of things, but like some of the mechanical dudes or whatever, like, I don't remember what model type they are. Like, come on, man, give us a break, give us a chance, precious. So we managed to batter this Machina, ruin it into life. So literally just to give us light. Seems like a bit of a cop out. Well, this is cool, I'm not going to ruin it for later, but I always like this bit. Like, once you played it a couple of times, you realise what is going on now. I think it's pretty cool. I can tell it's late now because I'm not even just babbling a load of crap over nothing. I think I'm just enjoying the music and stuff, which is fine, isn't it? I think it's alright. And the temptation for coffee is high, but imagine if I had a coffee now. I'd be buzzing off my little pecs for a long time. I call them pecs. Someone else might call them little boobies. They're pegs. It's an airship. Shaking like a dog.
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I?
You did, in fairness. Was it Monsters University where they're like, flew in the air, picked me up and shook me like a dog, or something like that? Yeah, that's what Tidus reminded me of then. I always call him Tidus, by the way. I'll occasionally call him Tidus because I feel like I've been trained to do that by Final Fantasy media, unfortunately. That looks delicious.
Whoa! Right on.
What did I have for dinner? I had some like claw mints and some veg put into like a little pita. And I really wish I had mash. It looks like he's got mash. I couldn't eat it that fast though. Causes issues. In every way. I think this is basically just a long cutscene now, no?
It's because you eat too fast.
Is that funny? I guess he's just happy.
Hey!
I need to stretch. I'm feeling tired so much right now.
Hello there. What is your name?
Riku?
Whoa! You really do understand. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Riku. She doesn't know what's going on.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
I thought we were a fiend. Why isn't that sharp in like light blue?
We?
Oh, we means you.
Cool. Thanks for that.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're Al Bhed. Can't you tell? Wait, you're not an Al Bhed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bhed is.
Where are you from?
Zanarkand. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Zanarkand Apes.
I believe you after seeing that maneuver, mate.
Hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So it would be really like big plot twist to this game is if genuine it was them hitting him on the head that made him think all this stuff.
So I told her everything there was to tell about Zanarkand. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny?
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
You mean I'm sick?
Because of
Sick.
Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no
Sin's
Zanarkand
toxin
anymore.
is a thing.
Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago.
You sort of see a couple bits of evidence
so no
of
one
it, but
plays
everyone else seems
blitzball
like
there.
mentally done, like decrepit.
Huh?
Whereas he's like normal, but just saying a couple weird things.
What do you mean, 1,000 years ago?
Apart from the Blitzball kid.
But I saw Sin attack Zanarkand.
Is he actually done by the toxin though?
You're saying
Or
that
does he just
happened
love
1,000 years ago?
want to be a Blitzball
No
when he
way.
grows up? Has that changed in this version? I can't remember. Like for example in the Final Fantasy VII stuff they did on the PC, they
You
changed the
said-
guy who said this, well, Aerith, wherever you're from,
You
said
play
this guy
Blitzball?
are sick and they changed it. I'm still thinking the kid wants to be a Blitzball though, right? Don't think that's...
You know, you should go to
I
Luca.
think that's the whole point, is he wants to be an actual
Someone
Blitzball.
might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah,
Really need to test out this mic a bit more.
okay. Leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise.
Cheers, Riku babes.
You'd rather stay here?
Uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others.
No, I
Wait here.
could have written this.
Oh, and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Zanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place.
Yevon.
You might upset someone.
Sin, Luca.
Oh, uh-huh.
Man, exhaustion. Don't know how far to go with this.
My
Not
Zanarkand?
much further.
Some
Alright.
kind of holy place?
Got about
Yeah, right, I thought. Since
maybe
when?
about 20 minutes or so.
Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place. That I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future?
I love this game so much.
No way. Whoa!
Did Sin wait for that moment? Like, did he wait for Tyrus to kick the ship? And he's like, yeah, now he's in for it. Now I've got him. I'm gonna screw him over. Probably not, truthfully. Although one of the because I think if you play this game once, I think it's pretty ambiguous in terms of, again, trying not to do spoilers. I don't think it's explained fantastically well what's going on. Much better than like Final Fantasy 7 is explained, for example, during the story. But that's mainly due to like localization issues. So I did do a lot of reading on the game, like people's ideas and theories and stuff. And some people think that Sin dropped Tidus here, and it was like, oh bollocks, like that was wrong. Let's drop him somewhere else. Should we save it? Nah, I'm not going to bother saving it. We're going for a little while yet, 20 minutes or so. So yeah, I quite like that theory. We're in somewhere a lot nicer now. I mean, that's basically like the UK recently, to be honest. Looking at it. It's very green though compared to the UK. UK is now just brown. It's like, it's arid. Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, man. Hey! I'm so sorry. It's gonna continue happening throughout the whole game though. So I'm not sorry at all. Really. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. He absolutely craps himself. He's like, I ain't catching that. Not interested in catching that at all. So you could go straight to Waka, or you could go and get one of the most important items in the game over here. Jupiter Sigil? Big call. Completely wrong as well. What not? For a while you collect these things, you have no idea what they are. So I'm going to pretend I've got no idea what they are as well. Is there a potion over here or something? Is there a chest? I know it's not worth running forever. I think it's just this and then that's it. Sorry, I got yawn again. 2 antidotes. I'm so sorry, yawning is ranted on camera. Although, like, bodily things happen, that makes it sound like I'm justifying a lot worse. But I'm really not, I promise. Waka's face so detailed. And here they are, my boys.
Yo. Hiya.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
I didn't want to be alone anymore. So these dudes... It's not really a spoiler, you'll find out in 2 seconds. These dudes are a blitzball team, the Besaid Aurochs, and they are bloody horrifically bad. But I really like playing with them because I've got a lot of loyalty. So
who you play for?
You could...
The Zanarkand Abes.
Is that a blitzball floating in midair? Wait, is that going to do that again? Oh, it might be Waka's arm guard. I thought the blitzball just floating.
I got too
That'd be hilarious.
close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So I don't know where this place
Interesting
is,
foot placement.
or even where I came from.
Floating foot.
Sin's toxin got to you, but you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
Praise be to Yevon.
All right, back to practice.
Yeah, so I love the Besaid Aurochs. I
I'm Waka.
always just play all my games with them because I just like it. I know you can get better very easily,
What,
but
you hungry?
I just like him. I like Letty.
Back to the village.
I like
get you
Botta.
something.
I like Datto. Keeper's just whatever you do with him, he's rubbish, but once you got a couple of them, you might as well keep them all,
I
right?
felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Zanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Zanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, sins are punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku
Strange.
couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the
love it.
Zanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh?
I love Waka so
Hey,
much.
I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a
Some very
team
odd
living in
graphics
luxury
going
like
on
that
in
be
this
pretty
version.
soft, eh?
Don't remember this
I
happening on
appreciated the
PlayStation.
fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little
baby.
better.
A little baby.
Maybe.
That'd be quick. A little better, maybe. Until I'm knackered. Right, we'll carry on for now. I should check to see whether... I've got about 15 minutes. I keep calling the missus. Sorry to any ladies that don't want to be
Hey,
called the
it's this
missus.
way.
Ever. But that's just... that's what she is. My better half. So, on Close Towards Speedrun, he calls this split, man with a machine gun, or he used to, I think he calls it Laguna now. Because, obviously they jump into the water in Final Fantasy VIII. I just quite liked it. He used to...
What's the big idea?
He used to play the man machine gun theme because he believed it was lucky. Oh, there we go, the menu is working. Oh my word. Okay, so that's fine, so we got that covered. Yeah, like he went through a stage of having really good splits on this one because he was playing the theme and he was like... He refused to not play it, and he had a couple of bad ones, and just that was it then. Yeah, down you go, stay down. I mean, I don't understand why the Wi-Fi went on my phone. Can't change the password, otherwise I wouldn't be streaming, right? I am streaming, aren't I? That'd be an unmitigated disaster if I all of a sudden found out I wasn't. I've got to stop pressing the menu button. I'm still getting the hang of it. Right, yeah, my wife is about 20 minutes away now and I need to pack up before that. Still a little bit of story first though. Let's concentrate on that. And beaning these guys. You're beaned. Consider yourself beaned. Wrong button. I already need a pop shield or something, I'm so sorry. It's on my to-do list. There's a lot of things on my to-do list. I kind of want a different microphone, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of like adjusting settings in OBS to make it better. And then pop shield is needed because I do strange laughs. I laugh out my nose a lot, and I don't normally think before I speak, so I don't plan in advance. I have to like take breaths, or I don't move away from the microphone if I'm gonna do a poppy sound. I was gonna try and think of something beginning with B then to really hammer it home, but hey ho. I mean, that was a mistake. Can you... Invisible wall, fantastic. But yeah, I also really want a green screen. We have other priorities though at the moment. Like all my stuff I've got like is cheap as chips. I've had it for a while. But yeah, I love a green screen. Quite like the orange background on my camera I just put on though. I think I need to adjust it a little bit for size, but I like it.
You want me on your team, right?
I was just using like a little white background. It's rubbish.
A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on.
I've never seen someone look more depressed at the thought of playing for your
Sure thing.
rubbish Blitzball team.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
Walker, mate. Right. I'm sorry, but no one
I
wants to play
thought
for your
then the
team.
Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Zanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
I feel all these characters, like, that's sort of the point, but all of them, every single one of them, I get it.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
I'm always astounded by the fact that Walker is 23. I'm 28, and like I'm half the man he is. I know he's a zealot, but
After quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered,
his
I
hair's
thought
superb.
about the game.
Got
10 years without a single win will do that.
a good rig as well.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say what's our goal, you say victory. When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're
I like how the
serious?
music comes back in. Oh, wow, victory. I love that scene later on where they will just like chant like a bloody mob. Cause such a ruckus. What is going with the camera here?
Ah, the one from the sea.
That'd be me, mate.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
Just today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin,
I'd find that
it'd be
very
a shame if
suspicious.
something
It was
happened
just
now.
today, and he showed up.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
Has this had another upscale
What, you
since the
forgot that
initial
too?
PS3 release? Because Walker's face just
Hey, sorry.
crazy.
Don't worry about it.
it's
I'll help
nothing
you
like
out.
the original Walker.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a
So
lodge
many
in the
weird
village.
lines, I love it. Yeah, village. I'll get there one day, won't I, mate? But you're going to stop me yet again in a second. I've played this before.
Beside village.
They got any food there?
One of the best
We'll get you
places
something
ever.
over there later.
One of my
Take a
favourite
look around
places in all
first.
Final Fantasy games that I've played. Disclaimer.
Let's see. The Crusaders' lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
I'm coming, mate.
You do remember the prayer, right?
I don't know any prayers.
Of course I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
You must have forgot or something. Here, I'll show you.
No, I've never prayed. Speaking personally, I've actually prayed, but that's not for Twitch, not for a Final
Go ahead,
Fantasy
you
game
try.
to talk about. There's a bit of lag going on. Every something looks a bit choppy on the little preview. I think it's okay for the most part.
Not bad.
So yeah,
Okay, now go present
I
yourself to
mean-
the temple summoner.
Any
this isn't the way,
blitzball player
sorry.
would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
but they don't call it prayer and blitzball. That's the strange thing. Just a chest out in the open. So Redwood's like, yeah, I'll have that. I'm taking it. Also going to peek around this here corner and hello. What do you have to say for yourself? Sin struck the same village so many times I lost count. After this house got hit, I guess the owner just let it be. I mean, fantastic, I'll take it. Just gonna steal it from under your nose. Get it here, let's have a go. Lovely stuff. Lovely. Right, so that's a shop E. I don't think you can do much in there right now. And there's much else you can do right now apart from progress the story. So I'm not going to progress the story. I'm going to go and save. Am I going to chat to these goons first? No. Good. Right, I need to save up because... is there another primer or something here? Is there something here? Oh, I'm getting weird flashbacks. There's something hanging around on the floor somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's hidden. I didn't see if that was 2 or 3. I still feel like I've missed one. But yeah, weird cat thing. So that will be that for today's stream / video when this is on YouTube. Don't tell Twitch or YouTube that. Yeah, I'm loving it. Obviously, we won't really get into proper sphere grid action until next time, and even then, that's probably a while off. Like I said before, it's going to be a number of months before I'm properly into this because I've got so much Football Manager stuff going on. And then, to be honest, after that, it's normally Sonic is my next thing I'm doing. Just because I love playing Sonic. I love this as well, though, and this has already given me the bug. But thank you very much for watching. Please do like, follow, or subscribe, or I don't know, whatever you're on. Do something positive if you like it, and there'll be more soon. All my socials are all over the place. I don't really have an actual schedule for streaming, so just check me out on Twitter. I generally let you know, or you'll get a notification when I go live via email if you're following on Twitch. I think that's how it works, right? But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and now I have to try and turn this off without looking awkward. I think it's this one. Right, bye!